Hey folks, welcome to Look Ma No Hands. I was going to show you some awesome footage of my RC truck. It's a Nitro Traxxas T-Max 3.3, but like a dumbass I drove it into a deep puddle and ruined the electronics, so I'm going to have to replace that. So eventually you'll get to see my RC truck. I mean, the thing's a beast, but right now not so much. Instead, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on with Savage Light Studios. In case you haven't watched my first one or know anything about me or read my blog, yes, I'm self-promoting shamelessly there. Savage Light Studios is the independent film company that I own here in New Orleans, Louisiana. We've done about 20 short films in the last 3 years. Attempted a feature film, which was a disaster, but it was also our first try, and we're going to go back and we're going to do it right. And we've done quite a bit. Our last couple pieces took Best Louisiana Zombie and Best Louisiana Thriller in the Fear Fete. That's FEARFETE.com. Fear Fete International Horror Festival, and this year we intend to take more prizes. But I just want to give you a little heads up of what's going on, and also talk about an issue that's really bothering me. We're getting ready to shoot the first few episodes of our web series called Project Z, History of the Zombie Apocalypse. It's set in a post-zombie apocalypse America. The whole series is going to be character motivated as opposed to being a gore fest like most zombie pieces are. But we've got 12 episodes we're shooting this year. It's going to be a 3-year project, culminating in the Project Z feature film, which is a character-motivated zombie drama. I'm not going to give out any details because we're keeping it really close to the breast. But keep watching. We will announce when the first episodes are up, and it'll probably be 2 episodes a month after we get them shot and edited. 36 episodes, three years. It's going to be quite a thing. So keep watching. Also, we're getting ready to start working on Extraordinary again. This is a long-term project. It's a feature film about the everyday lives of superheroes. Don't go comparing it to the Incredibles or Hancock. It's completely different, and you'll see why when it comes out. And also, if you notice, I'm looking down here. It's because I've got a monitor set up so I can actually pay attention to what's going on, and I can see what's going on. I'm probably going to build a stand so I can put it right here and look at it without you guys noticing. But we've got that. We've also got the Project Z feature film, which is, well, I've already mentioned that, but I'm getting ready to start on a project. I don't know what I'm going to call it. It's a documentary about autism. For those of you who don't know, who've not read my blog or just don't care, I have autism. I'm on the autistic spectrum. I have Asperger's syndrome. I know it doesn't show much, but that's because I spend a great deal of time working myself up to do these videos. I don't feel comfortable doing this, but I've got the ability to distance it because you're on the other side of the monitor and I'm on this side of the camera. I'm doing it for a couple of reasons. I'm not comfortable in front of the camera, and since I'm a filmmaker, I've always lived by the rule that I won't ask any of my actors to do something that I wouldn't do personally. And if I can't get in front of the camera, then I'm being a hypocrite, and there's nothing worse than a hypocrite in my opinion. That's why I'm doing these. But the autism documentary was motivated by a little girl named Emily and her mother, Amy. They are transplants in New Orleans. They spend about 3 years here, and every year they go to Mardi Gras, just like most of us. They go see the Parade of Muses, which is an all-female parading group. Now, this year there was a problem. Pardon my language, but I feel very strongly about this. This college jackass, he about 6 feet tall, was drunk, smoking, almost burned Emily with his cigarette, spilled his beer on her. I just shoved up in the way. And the thing is, when you live here in New Orleans, you get ready for the parades nice and early. You go down. I mean, this year I went and saw Zulu, which started at 8, got to where I was at about 10:30. I was there at 7. To guarantee a spot. I was there at 7. I had my hands on the rail. And pardon my language again, but fuck you tourists, okay? When you come down here, if you see somebody standing there, yeah, I'm tall. But guess what? I got down there at 7. Don't push your way in front of people, okay? That's just rude. But this guy pushed his way in front of Emily and Amy. And then when Amy asked him if he could move and pointed out that he spilled his beer on her, and the guy called out to one of his friends, "Hey, I have to move. This retard's mom is giving me shit," or something like that. He called her a retard. Think about it. This is a little girl with autism. That doesn't mean that she's mentally handicapped. It means that she's wired differently. Having Asperger's, I don't know what she's going through. We're all different. But I've got a good idea of how she feels. I've heard that exact term leveled at me. And all I have to say is the guy's lucky that I wasn't there. I'm still, to this, as you see, it's making me so angry I can't even think right. I'd have hit him. But it upset Emily a great deal. And her mom asked her if she wanted to move, and Emily told her no, people don't want me like people like me at the parade. Asked her if she wanted to come back to another, watch another parade, and Emily said, I don't want to come to a Mardi Gras ever again. I hope you see this, guy, because you're an asshole. You are literally a waste of the flesh you're printed on. But that's neither here nor there. Most documentaries about autism are not very flattering. They show the horror that some people go through, mostly from the parents' perspective. I'm not belittling the parents at all, but they don't focus on the joy, the beauty that can be had. So I was motivated by this to create a documentary that is about the beauty, about the things that are awesome about people with autism, not the disorder itself, but awesome about the people, uplifting stories. And the reason for this is after that, Amy posted on her blog and received an astounding response. The head of Muses contacted her, and several of the other groups. I don't have I have my computer off because my setup is right here, and I didn't want it to interfere with the mic. But I think it's the 601, something like that. Stompers, the Rolling Elvi. There's a whole bunch of different groups showed up, and they gave Emily her own private parade and celebration. And as the guy's behavior has upset me to the point of tears, you can see that this, I'm sorry, it made me so angry I was almost crying. Right now, just thinking about this, the joy of what she experienced, the kindness of these people has moved me, and I want to share uplifting stories. And that's part of why I've done some of the documentaries I did. I've done a group called The Quest. Cat, get out of there. Done a series of short documentaries called The Quest, where we ask deep questions across New Orleans, and people answer, and then we cut them together so you can see some really awesome people and really awesome statements about life, the nature of the universe. But with that, I'm putting this out there to make people aware. And by the way, I'll put a link down below to the actual videos that I was just talking about, the short documentaries called The Quest. But we're out here, we're doing this, and we're gonna get this all done. So keep an eye out for Savage Light Studios. I'll keep links. Once again, the links to my blog and some of our other videos are down in the description. But hit us up at wayoutonthecorner.blogspot.com. Check us out on Facebook at Savage Light Studios. My name's Chris Hoffman, and thank you very much.